Hello, y'all. How y'all doing? Me, I'm doing good. Welcome to From Darkness to Light Recovery Coaching, and also a happier you leads to a healthier you radio podcast. I'm your host, of course. I'm Goddess. Y'all know who I am by now. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this episode. If you guys like the commentary on YouTube, hit the like, subscribe, and notification button to receive notifications of my videos. For those of y'all on Spreaker.com, you can go to my podcast, A Happier You Leads to a Healthier You. And you can also become a member of that podcast as well. I go live every day on that podcast, normally on 6 o'clock on Sunday, but I wasn't feeling well because I went for a walk yesterday. And I don't know if something bit me or whatever, but I took some Benadryl and I was out like a light. So I'm taking a day of rest today. I might do a little bit of exercise a little bit later, but I'm not gonna do it right now because I just literally just got off doing some work and stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys have a very beautiful day. A little bit about me: I am a certified recovery life coach. It's all about helping people in their paths, their journeys, and their purpose to a new and better you through self discovery. Now, today's episode is all about a happier you leads to a healthier you when it comes to what works for you. Okay? I need all of y'all to stop thinking that you are all in groups. The fact that you think all of you are the same, the fact that we all think that we are all one, no. Even though we all have the same things as far as female and male, but body types are different, color of eyes are different, hair is different. Some people have hair damage, some people don't. Some people got big eyes, some people have squinty eyes. We're all different. We all look different. And so when it comes to health and wellness, there are things that we all should do, but it doesn't mean that every medication based upon it is going to work for everybody. So I'm going to give you an example. We're going to go to walmart.com, right? And we're going to look at some medications for different things, or I might use Amazon, but let me start with Walmart first because Walmart is what I'm going to look at right now. So we're going to go into Walmart and we're going to look at some um different things on this website. And for those of y'all on the podcast that can't see it, I'm going to go over it. So we're going to share my screen and we're going to go on Walmart and we're going to look at some different things as far as, an example of what I'm getting ready to talk about. So we're going to start with Walmart, of course. Now, as you see here, this is Wally World, okay? So if we go into, for example, let's say I want something for hair growth, for example. So let's look at hair growth. Now, the reason why you're looking at different things, and as you can see here, there's a whole list of things. Okay. So let's look up hair growth for women. Okay. So we're going to look at different products, right? Now, all of these are different products, as you can see here. Okay. Now, mind you, not everybody's going to be able to use the same products for multiple different reasons. And I'm going to break down why you can't use the same products. If you have allergies, then certain products you're not going to be able to use because of the allergenics that's in it. Some people, it might be the chemicals that might not be good for your stomach. It may be the side effects. It could be many different things. So when you click on something, right, and you click on it, you're going to look at number one, you're going to look at the item and you're going to look at certain things. So there's 120 days money back guarantee. And as you can see here, there's everything that's in it and all of the XT. And what y'all don't look at up here, there's other ingredients that are involved in this. So you need to make sure that this part right here that you're looking at here, that you're looking at the other ingredients, because the other ingredients are very important, because Those are what you got to worry about. It's not about the ingredients that's in the actual product. So it goes back to my initial question. Why are there extra ingredients in this particular product? And these particular other ingredients, do they really help enhance the product, or does it make it worse? Okay, this is what I want people to understand. So that's something you need to look at. So you need to look at what the product is, what the product does, how many you're supposed to take, but also, let me see if I can go to the other side. You also need to look at where it's manufactured. You need to see, for example, this one doesn't tell you, so you'd have to go into the store because it doesn't tell you whether or not where it's manufactured. So I won't use that one, but that's what you want to look at. So when you look at the other ingredients and you look here where it says proprietary blends, this is all the other stuff that's in it besides what's at the top. So you need to look at that when you look at what you're planning on buying. So for example, if you have this one here, which is biotin, biotin is very good for your hair. So this is something you take for 3 weeks, and this tells you everything about the product, and up to 20% thick within 12 weeks. It improves skin hydration. So this just tells you the results, and it's 40 times more biosolves than ordinary biotin. So you want to look at that as well. Now, this tells you a little bit more about the product. So when you're looking at this stuff, you need to make sure that it says in clinical studies, the active ingredients in this particular product reduces facial wrinkles and within 12 weeks versus placebos. Now, placebos are like things that you think work and they actually don't. That's funny how they put that in there. Now, as you can see here, this is about the supplements. This is what's in it. And here it tells you, like I said, everything that's in it. And it says it's made without GMO, it's vegan, it's gluten free, but it doesn't say anything about allergies. So you want to keep looking. And this is what it does. It's a parenting biomatrix. Hair thickens within 3 weeks, fewer wrinkles, increased skin hydration, as vegan, without GMO, gluten, and clinical studies ingredients. So that's what you want to look at when you buy a product. Then it tells you about how it works within the 60, 90 days and what it does, which is always a good thing for people to be able to see that. And then it says it increased hair thickness. And so here's the product. So you don't really get to see whether or not where it's manufactured. So somebody like me would have to either look here, when I go down, I'd either have to look here to see about view more, because it will tell me. But it doesn't tell me as far as whether or not it's manufactured, where it's manufactured, as far as whether it's manufactured in a company that has seafood, shellfish that they also manufacture. Doesn't tell me that. So you want to make sure when you look at products, look at what it does. So you're going to look at different ones, and you're going to see which one is based upon what you need, because this one is just thicker hair. This has nothing to do with growing your hair if you have alopecia. So that wouldn't work for you. So this one would not do you any good whatsoever. Now, if you're someone that has trouble swallowing, for example, you wouldn't be able to take these capsules because you'd have to break them apart and you would have to use them as far as the stuff and pouring it in the stuff. You need to make sure that you're able to do that, because some capsules will tell you, do not take it apart. But some people have to because they can't swallow. So that's something that wouldn't work for me because it's capsules. So you want to make sure that when you're looking at certain things, make sure you're looking at, what it does. Like these are drops. This is different. Now this is showing before, and it's showing before and after within 7 days. Cool. So you're gonna look at the product. You're gonna see what's in the product. You're gonna see how it does, and there you go. So this pretty much tells you everything. But you also want to read. Don't just go off what you see. Go off what you're reading, and then it tells you the directions, tells you what all needs to be done. There you go. So when you're looking at products, yeah, everybody can produce products to you, and you can use the same product, but just understand that each person is going to get a different result. And then not only that, the reason you can't just use one product for a long period of time, it gets used to it. Once your body gets used to it, it doesn't work. So you want to make sure that when you're buying products, that you're making sure that you're buying products that are definitely going to work. So even with vitamins, same thing. So I'm looking at the different, hair, skin, and nail products. And these are a little bit more expensive. They are. But again, it's important that you look at stuff like this. So this has for biotin deficiency, which causes thinner and splitting hairs, as well as hair loss. So when you don't have a lot of biotin, your hair is going to fall out. This tells you what's in it, all of that's in it. It also tells you the extra stuff. Now this one doesn't have, okay, it does have extra ingredients, as you can see here. So it tells you it also has rice and flour, which I don't understand what that got to do with it, but that's what's in it. So you have to look at those other ingredients as well. And you also need to look at the manufacturing company and things like that. So even though one product may work for one set of people, it doesn't mean it works for everybody. So if you're someone that has hair loss, you're going to be trying different hair loss products till you find what works for you. Because like I said, some products may work for some people, some products may not. And that's why it's always good as a person that's selling something like this, that you pretty much know who your target audience is. So that way they'll know, because some people are looking for something to make their hair grow at the same time their nails and skin also. So if you look up collagen, it's going to be the same thing. So if you look up collagen, it's going to be the same thing. So like I said, there's a list of different collagens that you can use. As you can see here, there are many different brands. I use this one. This was the one, I think this is one, I haven't used this one, but there's another one similar to this one that I actually really did use, because, and as you can see here, it has apple cider vinegar. It has multi collagens. This is everything it has in here. And it also has aswana. So that's also a good thing. So it also is for weight management. So like I said, it has all this stuff that helps probiotics, digestion. This is something I definitely would use, because it has all of that. And even though it is, it contains 30, you have 1 scoop a day, that's definitely a good thing. But like I said, it's good when you have something that has more than one. It has aswana in it. So that's definitely a good thing that helps with your gut health. So you have dietary enzymes and probiotics, and aswana improves body weight and manage body mass, and reduces stress and cortisol levels. So this is important. So when you're looking at the product, you're looking for where it's manufactured at. So that's important as well. So this also has the amino acids. So these are all of the things that's pretty much profiled. And then it has what the supplement is. So that's pretty much what it is. It has, it's not non-GMO. lab tested, certified, and it's matching of purity and potency. So this was something I would probably consider buying because it has multiple different things that would be very good for me as far as, helping me to get better. But then you also, again, you want to read what it's about as well, because that's something that is important. So I would also take the time to read this. But this helps you to burn fat. It helps your hair, skin, and nails. So it definitely has protein. So this is like a collagen protein, which is good because that will help as far as protein. You can put your best bet with collagen, put in a shake, or make, if you're gonna make like I'll put in like a milkshake, put it in something like that. That will definitely help with that as well. But you definitely want to put it in something you can blend it with, a smoothie, stuff like that. That's the best way to drink it. Or you can just drink it with water. So this right here tells you the ingredients in it, and it tells you all of that. So if you have any questions, you can ask as far as like any seafood or anything like that, any allergies, things like that. When you first start taking products like these, drink a little bit and see how it make you feel for like 10 minutes. If it doesn't do anything to you within the next 30 minutes, then slowly start sipping it down. Don't just, and I always say, don't start with taking two of capsules or something, especially something you've never tried. You want to introduce it to you slowly. You don't want to introduce it fast, because that's never a good look, because you don't know how it's going to make you feel. So there's different types of collagen, and collagen is something that you need. So just because something works for some people, it doesn't mean it works for everybody. Like, for example, this one here, for example, this helps with your hair, your for joints as well. So this isn't just hair, skin, and nails, also joint support. So now you also, if you go to the back, this is what it has in it, which is fine. But if you go, where is it at? If you go down here somewhere, see right here, it says this product is manufactured in facilities where processes milk, fish, and tree nuts. That right there is why I can't buy that product. So again, when you're buying products, you need to look at a lot of different things, because you buy something, you end up having allergies, you just wasted money. You just wasted money. So you got to be mindful of that. So even though those ingredients are not in that product, the fact that it's manufactured there, which I don't understand why it is, but it is, you can't eat it. Can't take it. So again, you want to look at that. So even though it's a great product, and I mean I tried it, but I can't mess with it. So you have collagen C, which has the bioactive 2500. So again, it just depends on what you're using it for. But you can find collagen that has for joints as well. But like I said, this is the additional ingredients that's in it, and these are just the calories and all of that. Those are the ingredients. That's the collagen. So as you can see, it has other stuff in it that you'll have to check to see whether or not it's healthy for you or not. So they're supposed to take 3 tablets with food. I would take it one, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. So it is, so you're gonna look at that. So this is important. So it also tells you this and what it doesn't have in it, which is good. So you definitely want to look at that. So reading is fundamental. So when you're looking at this stuff, you're trying to make sure that you're understanding what you're buying. So like I said, there are many different products of one thing. So just because you know, we take collagen. Doesn't mean everybody should take collagen, the same type of collagen. That's why you have different brands, because you have a choice of what you choose to buy. Same thing on TikTok. They have plenty of multivitamins. So let's look up multivitamins, for example. So if you look at multivitamins for women, so that's one thing. You can get multivitamins, but make sure that they are for women. Now this one right here is for 50-year-olds. Now they say with this one, there's some things in here that are not good for you. Let me go back. So these are all of the ingredients in here. But there's something in here, and I forgot what it was, that wasn't good for you. So sometimes buying the cheaper brands ain't always the best brands to buy. You may have to buy the more expensive ones in order to get the true effect. Sometimes that can be misleading as well. So just make sure you read the back of the box and find out what it is. And then, like I said, this is all the stuff, that magnesium and all of that. And I guess from the ingredients, you might find everything that you need in it. But just be mindful of it. A lot of doctors talk about this type of stuff. So just be mindful of that. And then they have this one here. And this one is for 50 plus as well for me, because I'm 50. So this right here tells you the different things that's in here and what's in here, basically what's in here. And you take 1 day with water and a meal. So you only have to take it one a day. So it has thyroid health, immune health, bone health. You take one a day, and that one you can chew. It has no artificial flavors. So you want to look at that when you look at it, and then you can go here. It should tell you where it's manufactured at. So so it doesn't say anything about shellfish or anything like that. So that's a good thing. So you definitely want to look at all of that. So you definitely want to definitely take a look before you buy it. So again, you buy what works for you. So like I said, you have some that are very expensive, and you have some that are a little bit more uh you know are more expensive, and some that are might be a little bit cheaper. But again, you want to make sure when you're buying stuff that you look at the back of it. Like these are 50 and up. This has more. See, it has biotin, folic acid. So you gotta look to see what exactly it is that's good for you, because some of this stuff is not good for you at all. So, okay, the good thing about this is what you're looking for. No artificial flavors, artificial sweeteners, no non-GMO, no gluten, artificial preservatives, no soy, no lactose, shellfish, trans fats, no fish, no eggs, no high fructose, corn syrup, no milk, no peanuts, no wheat, no yeast ingredients. So when you're looking at something like that, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for something that doesn't have all that stuff in there. So I probably would take these because of the fact that it doesn't have all that stuff in there, which is a good thing because you don't want to have all of that. So like I said, you want to make sure that it has like brain health, eye health, bone health, and heart health. So you definitely want to have something like that. And then, like I said, you don't have to worry about all of that. So this tells you about nursing, vitamin B, folic acid, promotes health. See, like I said, when you're starting to see stuff like this, telling you about what each ingredient does, it has none of that stuff. So this would be something I would buy. This would be something I would definitely, absolutely buy, because It's complete multivitamins. Now you can find some that might be like $35, $40, but they get the job done. But again, make sure you pay attention to certain things. So yeah, but if you want gummies, you can get gummies if you like. But that's a pretty good one though. So you just keep looking to see what works. So there's just different brands. So there's definitely like different ones you can actually use. So again, here, you also have other ingredients as well. This one is more or less healthy. So that's what you would look at. This has a lot of stuff in it that's going to be good for you. Vitamin A, vitamin C, B12, B6, VD, folate. So there's different ones in there. So these are all of the different things you're going to get out of that. And then these are the ingredients that's in it. And as you can see, all of these are organic products. So that's very, very good. And so it has other ingredients in it as well. That's why I said it's important that you find something that works for you. So every product, so it's not saying that every person doesn't have to use the same products, because we all do. But you got to find what works for you. Same thing with food. It's all about protein. So yeah, eggs got protein in them. Um, you have a lot of vegetables got protein, but you also want to have, some people say, well, I don't want to mess with meat. But here's the thing, meat has the most protein in it. And if you don't, you gotta use vitamin B12. So a lot of people are not becoming vegans because they need to be vegans. They're becoming vegans because everybody else is becoming a vegan. Like I said, if you're gonna do carnivore, then you gotta do what you gotta do. So again, regardless of what you choose, you gotta do what is best for you. Because like I said, what works for one person may not work for everybody else. So if you're looking for something for example, this right here. This tells you the brand. It tells you what it does. It tells you the biotin, gluten free. So 40 years. So you want to look at all of this stuff because it's gonna give you what you're looking for. So you have to just make sure that it doesn't say it says no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or gluten, which is good, but that don't mean it don't have shellfish and all of that in it. So that's why you look at this to see what's in it. So, and as you can see here, it says contains no nuts, soy, eggs, peanuts, shellfish. So it tells you it doesn't have that in there. So that's what all that's in it. And then you got some stuff over there. So take the time to read the back of the bottles. Because again, there might be something in this that you may not be able to use. So just be mindful of that. Because what worked for you may not work for everybody else. So you want to make sure you look at the back of the boxes and make sure that whatever it is that you get is something that works for you. Because some of these things have stuff in them that's going to mess around and make you sick and worse off than what you are. So you have this one here. This is a women's multivitamin. And this one has folic acid, vitamin C, E, and biotin. So, like I said, you want to look at the back of it. These are all the different minerals that are in it. And then it got soybean. So this one has soybean oil, beeswax. That's not healthy. That ain't healthy at all. So even though it looks healthy, it's not. So you got to make sure you pay attention to what is what. So you got to look at all of that before you just make a decision. Just say, okay, I'm not going to mess with it. Just make sure you look at it and make sure. But like I said, even when it comes to exercise, even when it comes to everything you do, you're not everybody else, you're yourself. And these journeys are not easy because you also got to understand your circumstance. Everybody's circumstances are different. Some people's purpose is different. Nobody's the same when it comes to the reason you do the things you do. You do them because either you want to do them or because it's something that, works for you. But like I said, it is about what works for you. But there are things you do need. Multivitamins are good. Some people can take sea moss, some people can't. Some people can take everything else, but just not the sea moss. And they have products that don't have sea moss in it. So you should be good. So TikTok has a bunch of stuff and you know, which is a good thing. So I'm just saying be mindful of the fact that everybody's different. So you can't be mad because everybody's not going to lose weight at the same time or everybody's not going to be perfect because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect for whatever reason. It's just like with mental health. If people are looking for things that's going to help them with mental health, aswana is a good, lavender is good. So there's different things you can use at night, but sometimes it may be good to take a hot shower at night before you go to bed and then take one like not early in the morning, but sometimes taking a hot bath at night sometimes can be a good thing, and taking one in the morning can be one as well. Or you can take a shower in the morning and take a hot bath at night. Some people take showers twice a day just because they want to wash off the day, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Some people like taking showers in the morning because they want to, feel good in the morning versus take one at night. And then some people do both. Like I said, everybody has their own preferences here. Whatever works for your health and wellness works for your health and wellness. So again, it's not about me saying take these products. No, I'm just showing you what to look for in products. Regardless of what it is, look at the product because you never know what their product's going to do. Your body is going to change no matter what. No matter how much you don't want to change, it's going to change. It's going to evolve. It's going to change. We are going to get older. We are going to slow down. Just like when I get finished, I'm going to get up and work out for a little bit and do some workouts with some sneakers. I'm not going to walk today. What I am going to do is do some exercise. I might be in pain. If I hurt, I'm going to stop and then, pause for a minute and then start over. So don't feel bad if you can't walk long distances. If you can't walk 10,000 steps, please don't feel bad about that. Please don't feel bad because you can't exercise and work out like everybody else. It is completely okay that you can't. I want people to stop putting more pressure on yourself because that just makes it worse. If you're not working out and enjoying the workout, don't do it. But start with your eating habits first. Just like I ate earlier today and I am full. I don't want nothing else to eat. If I eat anything this evening, it's going to be fruits and vegetables. So I'm doing this thing where I stop, like 6 o'clock, stop drinking and stop eating before 6. So I have time to really like digest my food. So I'm not really all that hungry right now. I'm full actually because I had some Salisbury steak and some mashed potatoes and some vegetables. So I'm kind of full. So, like I said, I forgot to do my protein shake today. I'll probably do it tonight because I'm gonna rinse that thing, and I'm probably gonna end up doing a shake today. But I'm just gonna just put it a little bit in there and just make enough for two, or just for one, and then put two. I think it's like 2 teaspoons in there, and make my milkshake. And I normally do it with ginger. I do a little bit of apple seasoning, pumpkin seasoning. It's really, really good when it's mixed together. I like the flavors when they're all mixed together. And then I put a little bit of my castor oil. And that might be why, too, because I took castor oil. Castor oil will definitely help your stomach when it comes down to not wanting to eat. And I noticed that since I haven't been doing my castor oil, I noticed that not castor oil, black seed oil. I'm not doing my castor oil. You can't drink castor oil. But black seed oil. Black seed oil definitely will help slow down your stomach. It will. It definitely will stop it. It definitely will. I want to find something that I can do as far as parasite cleansing that I don't have to worry about, like the walnut part of it, but doing everything else. So I got to figure that out. But there are some that don't have the walnut thing in it. So, like I said, do what makes you happy and do what works for you. Don't worry about everybody else. They will be just fine. Do what you feel is going to be at the best interest of you. So again, I'm not going to introduce products because I'm saying this is a product for everybody, because it's not. But what I try to do is when I introduce products to my followers or my podcast, as far as people like that, I introduce a product to you. I tell you about it. I make sure that it's not allergenic. But if it is, where it's not, then I won't introduce to the audience. So I make sure that my audience knows everything that's in it, what the product does, and how it will impact you, or how it will pretty much help you. So I'm not gonna sit up here and introduce something to somebody and it doesn't work. That's not the way it works. So when it comes to recovery of the body, I need people to understand, when you're someone that got chronic pain and it's hard for you to work out, do not push yourself more than what you need to every day, even if it's just a 5-10 minute workout. Starting off, that is okay. If it's a 15-minute workout, that is okay. Do what you can based upon the tolerance of the pain that you have. And then if you can go further, then go further. If you can't, then that is okay too. You don't have to push yourself any more than what you already have. It is okay that you don't. Take your time, do what you can, but the one thing you can change is your diet. That is the one thing every last one of us can do, is change our diet and what we eat. That is the one thing that we can change. We may not be able to change when it comes to exercise, but we can at least change the way we eat. Because inflammation is bad for people with chronic pain. Insulin is good, but if you get too much of it, you end up being diabetic. But like I said, you can reverse a lot of things if you just, between the working out, the eating habits, getting enough sleep, you'll see how different your body feels. Because I'm here to tell you, I went to bed early. And when I tell you, I felt good yesterday morning. I went to bed early. I felt good. Last night I was kind of groggy. I went to bed early last night and I still was groggy because I took Benadryl. But if I would have took Benadryl, I'd have woke up. Well, once I got in the shower and I felt better taking a shower, it felt good. So there's nothing wrong with taking a shower twice a day. And if you got a bathtub that's big enough, just take you a nice hot bath and soak. Put some Epsom salt in your bath and just soak in there. If you just want to do the steamer, then use a steamer. If you need to get a neck massager, get you a neck massager and every day massage your neck. Get the eye thing, put it on your eyes, and just put it on before you go to bed and get some rest. It is okay to pamper yourself. Like I said, losing weight, recovery, anything that is recovery is a long journey. It's not a short journey. I don't know where everybody thinks that it is, and they'll tell you, oh, it's 90 days to get over drugs and alcohol. No, it's not. It's a lifetime. It's a lifetime. I don't know why people tell people that, but it's a lie. It's a lifetime. But to have somebody that's going to be there for you, that's going to support you, and what you're doing is really what's important. What matters is that you care about your health. What matters is you're working on yourself to be the best version of yourself in all aspects of yourself. But I'm also going to go spiritual here. God will pull you in a different direction, like God is pulling me in a different direction. And I gotta go in the direction that God want me to go. And I'm still gonna do my podcast, but I'm only gonna do my lives once a week. And I'm trying to break that habit. I really am. But sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? I'm just gonna quit cold turkey. So I said to myself, I'm gonna start doing my courses that I have that I gotta do to basically finish up some credentialing. And I'm also gonna work on this book. I definitely am gonna do that. And so that's what I'll be doing the rest of the week, you know. So Monday through Friday, after I get done and I do my eye massage. Matter of fact, my eye massage thing is over there somewhere. I'm about to use it because I'm gonna rest my eyes a little bit and might just go to bed early. And I mean early. Some people go to bed as early as 4 o'clock and sleep all day. So again, there's nothing wrong with you finding what works for you. Whatever you feel is best for you, but don't let nobody put pressure on you. Don't let nobody make you feel bad because you're not doing things the way that they're doing it. I want you to do the way that works for you. That's what I want you to do. I want you to find whatever workout works for you. I want you to do it at your pace because again, you can pause. That's why I said it's a good thing about YouTube. You can find all kinds of exercise, stepping exercises, and you can try different ones and see what works. But if you can't do something, just continue. Let it tell you, just continue to march. So if you're tired, get you some water and drink it, pause it, rest for a little bit, get back up and finish it. As long as you can get back up and finish it, that's all that matters. As long as every day you're doing some type of movement, that is good because we get complacent and we'll get at this place where we'll say, okay, we're gonna do it, and ain't never gonna finish it. Never get it done. Now we gotta actually finish when we start. And that's something that's very important that we finish what it is that we start. So don't think that in recovery is automatically a fix. No, you'll be amazed what your fix is. You'll be amazed what your niche is. But whatever works for you is what you choose to do, not what everybody else is telling you to do. What you feel works for you. And as a life coach, that's my job. It's not about me. It's not about society. It's not about your family. It's not about your friends. It's about you and what you feel is best for you. You putting yourself first. You sitting in silence and sitting in an isolation cocoon and hibernation stage and working on yourself and me helping you on that journey because we can do the journey together. We can do the workout journey together. We can do the diet together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that has a problem because some things you're going through, I might be currently going through, and we might help each other out. And that's what's important. You know, there's nothing wrong with having a community of people going through the same thing, but everybody has tried different things and see what works for them. And there's nothing wrong with getting a bunch of suggestions, but at the end of the day, what works for you may not work for everybody else because we're all individuals and we're all going through things at different times. So that being said, I want to thank you guys for joining me for this episode of this late podcast I was supposed to do on Sunday, and I'm sorry. But I thank y'all. Y'all know who I am by now. I appreciate y'all for joining me for this episode because without you guys, there would be no me. I would be nothing without y'all, seriously. And I appreciate y'all who even like these, this podcast and y'all enjoy all my podcasts. I'm eternally grateful because at the end of the day, that's what's important. But if you're interested in one-on-one coaching or you want to send me letters because you want advice about something or you're going through something and you just want me to give you some advice or you want me to read the letter on here on my podcast, you can reach me at asha.mariama01@gmail.com. That's asha.mariama01@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you guys. So with that being said, I am about to go chill out and, for a little bit. I got another podcast I got to do at 6:30, and then I'm done I got two, as a matter of fact. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the one I have to do tonight, and then the one I didn't do Monday, I'm going to do tomorrow. So, or before I go to bed. So, with that being said, thank you guys for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.